Oh! Okay. Hello and welcome back. I am Lord Revonworc. Fraps was being kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. So, okay, so here's what normally happens with Fraps. It will be yellow. It usually has like an FPS counter, which has numbers in yellow, and that usually doesn't show up on the recording. Sometimes it does, but usually it doesn't. When you record, the yellow numbers, they turn red. However, for me, when I hit the record button, they turn magenta. And I had no idea what that meant. And when I hit the record button again, it stayed magenta. But now it's red. So I think that means it's recording. But I don't know. Basically, Fraps is acting up, and I'm probably going to have to make this a really short episode. Also because I am really tired today on account of being woken up 2 hours early by my overactive imagination. By which I mean, I had a dream. And this dream, by the way, was about pretty much the most stressful thing that I have ever had to do in my life. Finals. Yes. Give me that artifact. And let us next turn. Yeah, so, first of all, if there's anyone out there who doesn't dream, I'm pretty sure that that's like a very, very bad sign of some serious problems. Not that I'm an expert on anything, but dreams can be weird. Case in point, in this particular dream, I invented a game. It was a Minecraft clone with action-adventure RPG elements, which I think were based on Skyrim because I was playing that like the night before. But it gets kind of weird. All of the ore in the game had this property known as a rabbit shift, which I think had something to do with alchemy. I honestly have no idea. And then the game had a president who was a creeper named Nancy Reagan. Oh, and then there was a prince portrayed by Lewis Brindley, the co-founder of the Yogscast, who was born deformed, literally shaped like a broom. The point I'm trying to make is, it's so very weird. Which, you know, is just sort of a property of dreams. And for the past several months, I have been recording my dreams. And shit, I am almost out of money. How did I not notice that? It's horrible. But yeah, okay, so I've been recording my dreams in a dream journal as soon as I woke up. And it's kind of interesting to do that. because you sort of discover when you really put them all pen and paper, like kind of how your subconscious mind works. Like, for instance, I've discovered that I apparently cannot have nightmares. I mean, I have dreams that are perfect setups for nightmares, but they never actually scare me for just some reason or another. And a large part of that is the number 2 thing I've noticed about my dreams. Of the past several months that I have spent dreaming, there's been maybe 1 or 2 dreams maximum which have not centered around video games. My mind is hardwired to think of everything in terms of video games. And what I mean by that is one of these potential nightmare scenarios, the ones that are never scary. The reason they're never scary is even though I die over and over again, I just respawn, and I just zerg it until I win. Is like one of the reasons why. But also I think it's something kind of more personal, because it's not that I don't get scared. I actually get scared, like, really easily. I'm kind of a coward. Oh, look. It's my best friends, the mercenary, the barbarians. And to make matters even better, they're about to destroy my caravan, and I don't think I can stop that from happening. Yay! Not really. Okay, maybe I can prevent my caravan from being destroyed. I'll need a plane, though. Where did I put my planes? You, bomber. Kill that guy. And kill that guy, too. And why don't we just keep bombing this guy until we run out of shit to bomb him with. There. Problem resolved. The rebels are now dead. And the happiness in my empire has bumped up just enough that they won't respawn immediately. Oh, we cannot steal from the Soviets because we've completely eclipsed them in tech. Well, that's unfortunate. As for you, no automated improvements. Where was I? I was talking about dreams, right? Oh, nightmares, yeah. For some reason, I just don't have nightmares, and I don't know why, because I'm actually significantly easier to scare than I found most people are. And particularly at nighttime, like, you guys know how sometimes when you get kind of sleep deprived, you start to hallucinate? And it's a completely well recorded and healthy thing. Like, not a symptom of mental health issues at all. It's just completely normal. When you're sleep deprived, you tend to get kind of loopy. Well, for me, this happens when I'm getting ready to sleep. And another thing odd about me is that unless I have like some kind of mental blockage, like unresolved problems that are bugging me, I never have any trouble getting to sleep. Like, ever. I can sleep in absolute... Well, let's just say I can sleep in very uncomfortable positions and have no trouble actually getting to sleep. Okay, well, let's see. We need money. Salzburg. Belgrade to Sydney, Boston to Sydney. Oh, right, you. I was definitely going to send you to Sydney. I think. And then the next one I was going to send to Sibiu. And then to Sydney. Right, I remember that now. But anyways, god damn it, where was I? Oh, right, those sleepiness hallucinations. So, normally for me, when those happen, is not when I'm really tired, like I am right now, but when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And, like, when it's very dark out also seems to be, like, a prerequisite, because it never happens to me when I, like, go to sleep during the daytime, which does happen to me sometimes, because I have a very irregular sleep schedule. But that's neither here nor now. Basically, when I'm getting ready to go to sleep, like when I'm lying in my bed, and when it's really dark, I tend to see like these random shapes, which I can tell are not real because they all have the viscosity of eye floaters. And normally, what it is, well, honestly, most frequently what I experience is cobwebs and spiders, like above my face. And that's not scary to me, because I have never had even an inkling of arachnophobia. To a respect in real life, I actually kind of like spiders. But the thing is, if I've gone in like a few hours before going to bed, exposed myself to like some scary shit, like if I've been reading creepypastas, which I absolutely love to do, or like if I've been watching some idiot YouTuber play a horror game, something like that, and I do it right before I go to bed, as soon as I crawl into my bed, I start seeing all these horror monstrosities closing in on me, and that can sort of provide the mental blockage that keeps me from sleeping. I hope I'm explaining this in an intelligible fashion. Not certain if I am. Anyways, the point is... Alright, I was talking about why I can't have nightmares. So, I have an overactive imagination that can scare me a lot. But, it never scares me in my dreams, and I think part of it is because the dreams are kind of more of a release for me. I mean, I don't have a stressful life, not in general. As I said at the beginning of this episode, the most stressful thing I've ever had to do in my life is final exams. And that being said, I'm actually really good at school without even having to try very much. which, as I understand, is actually annoying to the people who really need to try hard to succeed at school, because seriously, I like do very little homework and walk away with like 3 out of 4 classes with an A. Like my last semester I took 4 classes. 3 of them I got an A in. The one I got a B in was my Spanish class, and that's because I can't remember the vocabulary to save my life. Which I really hope I don't come into a situation in my life where I need to speak fluent Spanish to save my life. Because, let's face it, that's not as outlandish a concept as it sounds. Anyways, what was I talking about? So, yeah, I don't have nightmares because there isn't anything in real life that really scares me. As I've explained, it's pretty much just fictional monsters that scare me. I have a pretty happy and carefree existence, and my dreams kind of reflect that. Like I said, it's almost all video games, which is pretty much all I ever do when I don't have, like, classes. Which I don't have right now, because it's summer, and I do not take summer classes. Because I just cannot do that all year round. Just cannot. Let's quick save. So, yeah. I think I've pretty much come to the logical conclusion of that string of conversations, using what is definitely not real psychology. So, in reality, you shouldn't trust anything that I just said, because there's no science behind it, and really no expectation that any of it is even remotely correct. Basically what I'm saying is just ignore everything I just said, and what the... Why is that mountain... What? Oh... This mountain is, for some reason, part of Washington. But it's disconnected from Maine, Washington. Which is controlled by the British, who have managed to hold on to their capital. Well, their present capital. They've, like, lost multiple capitals already, including their original capital, which is in the Soviet Union. Honestly, part of me wants to get it back for them, but not really. I mean, let me... I think that was the first throat clear of the day. Where is it? Culture victory. Okay, so the UK is actually in revolutionary wave. Because they're, freedomites. I mean, really, that cannot go on. Australia actually might be close to flipping. I'd really like it if they did that. I mean... yeah, look at that. The lowest influence by an autocracy country is higher than the highest influence from a non-autocracy country. Oh, okay, well, that's my sign that my throat is getting clogged up. Also, I'm, oh, shit. I have a pretty nasty headache, so I am going to take some ibuprofen. That won't take effect for a little while. I've taken like too much ibuprofen over the course of my life, and have built up a resistance to it, which really sucks. Okay, cargo ship. Here in Salzburg, you are going to go to Sibiu because that's where the most lucrative trade route can be accessed from. I'm going to do one last next turn, and then going to end the episode. Knowing that, very, very soon, I will need to invade Romania. And Sibiu, over here, that shall be the base from which I run my newly acquired provinces. You know, on account of I'm not going to keep most of Romania. All the northern part I am going to just liberate into France. And I'm going to keep, like, these 3 cities and maybe Berlin. I haven't decided about Berlin yet. Yeah. Okay, Kazan is amazed by my swift technological advancements. I get influence over them, which ties me with the Ottomans. I'm not a big fan of that. Ottomans have too much science. I'm going to need to invade them soon to unscience them. After all, I do still have that vendetta against them. They do still need to die. I've only, like, killed half the civilizations on that list, so... The fuck? My ally has lost its aluminum? I mean, I got plenty of aluminum, so it's not a big deal, but seriously, guys, kill that fucking barbarian. Where did barbarian even come from? Probably one of these outlying islands, I guess. That would make sense. Oh, come on. Hated when the game does that. Okay, cargo ship. Let's establish a trade route with, where else? Sydney. Okay, so Now I've managed to get my income loss to a relatively low level. It's going to eat into my science, but very little. Look at that. It's really doing barely anything to my science production. Of course, that's because I'll only lose like 7... Well, whatever. I've got enough science that I can just eat that kind of a deficit. It's small and inconsequential. And I now control New York. And am getting resources from it. 30 gold, 70 production, well, 65. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I need to get back those last 2 hours of sleep. So, until next time, I am Lord Revonworc. This has been great, and I will see you all later. Bye!